If this is your first time listening to the podcast, welcome and thanks for being here. My name is Paige and I'm a board-certified life coach, motivational speaker, and mental health advocate. I am passionate about helping others find more purpose and meaning in their life, and by sharing my own experience and life lessons in every episode, I hope on some level you can relate and feel inspired to take action in your own life. As a coach, I help individuals find more ways to create more fulfillment in their lifestyle. If you are someone who is open-minded and committed to taking action towards your own goals, let's connect. The best way to reach me is through my website, www.paigemitchell.coach, and you can either shoot me a message or set up an appointment for a discovery call. And now, let's get into today's episode. I'm so excited to be sharing this episode with you because honestly, I only create these episodes when I feel inspired, when there is a download from the universe being like, hey, Paige, hey, this thing, like, talk about it and share it with your audience. That's when I hit record, because I'm not just gonna talk about something I don't really give a shit about. I want to leave you with an imprint and a little seed to plant for you and make you reflect on your own shit. Whether that's your behaviors, your thought patterns, whatever it is. So today, I was just minding my own business and I had this like eureka moment. And I have been working on for weeks waiting for the invitation. And what I mean by that is just being in my own zen. Like, I've been basically in a cave, hermiting, just in my home. Like, my throat has been acting up. I've just been like really quiet and isolating myself, like just trying to rest and just wait, like basically wait around until something comes, like until I get an invitation from, like, whether that's a date or a friend or an opportunity. Like, be in the waiting is what I've been doing, and just really resting and healing, because like I said, either because I'm literally sick or I'm just trying to just process my own shit. So I've been at home just vibing for weeks. And so I made a video about a month ago on TikTok, and I made this metaphor, and it was about, I really wanted to work on this mindset that's basically like, I call it like the no shit principle. And what that means is, if someone were to tell me, Paige, you have blue hair, I'd be like, that doesn't apply to me, asshole. Actually, I wouldn't even call them an asshole. I'd just be like, that doesn't apply to me, right? So it's like not letting other people's opinions about you matter, because you know deep down you don't have blue hair. So whatever it is that they're talking about you, you're not accepting that as your truth. Now, also along that same token, and going along this theme of like craving external validation, in this video, I share this like no shit principle, which means if someone, like a partner, were to compliment me, like, Paige, or just like, Paige, you have brown hair. Paige, you live in California. Paige, you are 5'6". Like, yes, no shit. They are pointing out facts about me. Granted, those are a little bit more neutral, right? But if a partner is literally like, Paige, you're so amazing, you're beautiful, you have a great life, you're funny, blah, 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 I still want that attitude of like, yeah, no shit, I know that. And without it being cocky, but more of an ownership, like an ownership of, yes, I am beautiful. Like, I want this no shit vibe. Again, it's not this like, I'm better than everyone, not elitist, but it's more about ownership and confidence within. And I've just been really chewing on this self-recognition theme, right? Because if I'm craving external validation from other people, I'm not really recognizing my own stuff. So I made that video about this like no shit principle, and this is something I really want to work on, is just owning and being confident and complimenting myself, dating myself, and just hyping myself up, right? Being my own hype man. So that was like, 3 or 4 weeks ago I made that video. Well, yesterday I went on a date with somebody, and I actually, like, this isn't a first time I went on a date with this guy. I know him pretty well, and I actually really respect him. But we went on a date after, it was a while ago, that we had our first date. But anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is, I know this guy, I respect this guy, so anything he says, I do take his opinion seriously. He's not a bullshitter. Like, he's straight to the point, and I really value his words. So when we were on our date, he did give me compliments. He complimented me physically, and then he complimented me on my personality and my lifestyle. And he said how much he respects my communication. He believes that I'm like really an old soul and that I give really good advice so naturally. And he complimented that I go after what I want, and he really admires that. So he's saying all these things, and I'm just laying there and I'm like, thank you, first of all. Thank you so much for saying that. But there was another voice in my head, and it was fucking screaming out loud, no shit, Paige. Of course. Like, it was the first time that someone else's words didn't really like own me anymore. Like, I was grateful for what he said, but there really was that vibe, and I just felt it. I felt well, yeah, no shit, I did create this life, and yeah, no shit, I am beautiful, and yeah, no shit, like, holy shit. I just like realized I couldn't like connect the dots back like last night, but I did this morning, I did today. I just had this like, wow, this works, this no shit. I trained my brain to believe in myself again. And now I'm not as dependent on external validation. It's still nice to hear. It's great feedback when you do get compliments. And I've never identified as the person who, which I have friends like this and clients like this, and they tell me, Paige, when I get a compliment, like, I make a joke, or I'm not good at receiving compliments, and that comes from all other stuff. We can talk about that another time, but I've never really identified with that. So I am grateful that when I receive a compliment, I say thank you, and I take it, I receive it. I don't need to challenge it. I don't need to overanalyze their compliment. Like, just take the compliment, right? So on one level, I'm super grateful, but on the other, it was truly a no shit, because I believe about this for myself. The self-recognition is there, and I no longer need external validation to make me feel whole. I don't feel this like emptiness anymore of like really begging and chasing other people to compliment me and see me, because I already see myself. So I wanted to share that with you, that in a matter of weeks, and really like brainwashing yourself, positive brainwash, right? Where we're like hypnotizing our own beliefs and rewriting our story, that if you want to work on your relationship with external validation, if you want to work on your confidence, if you want to work on changing your habits, anything, right? You can fucking do it. And that's what I do as a life coach. I help my clients rewrite their narratives and actually start working on the beliefs that they want, that's authentically aligned for them, not beliefs that they're passed down from generation to generation that no longer serve them anymore. So with my own coaching and just being my own advocate, you can fucking do it. And so I hope this resonates with you. Remember to self-recognize. It's so fucking important. It's going to make drastic changes in your life once you start self-recognizing. Thank you so much for your support and tuning into this podcast every week. Just a friendly reminder that even $2 helps keep Paige's Lessons going strong. If you learned something new from this episode and recognize the energy I put into it, you can support me through my Buy Me a Coffee account. Click on the link in the show notes, and any contribution is deeply appreciated. Head on over to buymeacoffee.com/Paige Mitchell. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for listening to Paige's Lessons with me, Paige Mitchell. You can find me on several social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all using the same handle at paigemitchell.coach. Got any questions about the show? Send me an email at connect@paigemitchell.coach located in the show notes. And if you really like the show, don't forget to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to this so you don't miss an episode. Please make sure to leave a rating and review because I love hearing your observations, takeaway, and personal journey. Remember, every day provides a lesson. You got this.